So the other day, I was on an extremely long plane ride. It was taking about 8 hours, right? And I was starting to become really stressed out and frustrated. You know, the seats were really small and the plane was like shaking and everything, and I was just like trying to adjust, and I was getting really mad. And for a second, I took a step back and I thought, why am I complaining right now? I opened up the window and there was like a view of like an entire country near the ocean, and I was like sitting with my chair leaned back, and I had like a cup of coffee on me, and at the same time I was listening to audiobooks and reading and stuff like that. Like, I don't know if it's everyone, but so many people would be pretty frustrated in that exact situation because it's pretty stressful, right? Having to be on a plane for 8 hours, 10 hours. But I don't think we understand how many blessings we experienced in our day-to-day life, and we see it as frustrating sometimes. Like, I started to think back to myself. I'm literally 200 meters off the ground, and I'm looking at an entire country moving at this enormous speed. And I'm drinking coffee and reading like really high quality books. And if you think about it, this is like this is peak human experience. Like if you think about our ancestors and everything like that, imagine them being in that place. That would be like the happiest moment of their life, wouldn't it? But over time, we become desensitized to these blessings. Like, even if you just go for a walk in a park, I do this all the time. I walk around and I start like finding things to be grateful for. I'm like, this is such a nice park. Like there's like pull-up bar over there. I do my pull-ups. I do like a bit of stretching. I'm just like, breathing some really nice fresh air. And you start reading your books and you start listening to podcasts. Bro, that's such a blessing. And pretty much everyone who's watching this video will have access to that sort of an activity. Like if you just go out to a park and you start listening to Joe Rogan or Andrew Huberman or something, bro, that's probably one of the most fun things that any human can do. The problem is that most people think that, oh, when I become a billionaire, then I'm flying on my private jet like Andrew Tate, and then I have my own waitress, and I have my own king size bed, and like my own showers on the plane. That's when I'll be really happy. You're gonna feel exactly the same as you feel on a bus ride home. It's gonna be the exact same thing. Don't let these influences brainwash you to thinking that the only thing that matters when it comes to happiness and fulfillment is being rich and being able to flex on people. Now, by all means, making money is a beautiful thing. Entrepreneurship, all these things are really good for you. But if you think that that's going to fix these mental issues you're having, if you think that it's gonna make you happy when you're unhappy, use this video to save yourself years and years of frustration. Because the only thing that matters in you being happy is your thoughts. What sort of thoughts does your brain produce about yourself? That's the most important thing. Pretty much everyone I know, they're extremely ungrateful when it comes to their life. Like, they'll be in a really cool place like I am right now. I'll show you. I showed this on this last video as well. So if you're watching this, you're gonna see it again. It's this completely empty room, it's like snowing outside. I can see all the roofs and everything like that. This is literally my recording studio, by the way. So, like, a lot of people sitting where I am right now will be like, there's no furniture, they'll be getting really bored. But I've been here already for like, I think it's been about like 2 or 3 hours, and I'm just becoming happier and happier. Why? What's the difference? Because your brain, and most people's brain, they can't identify things to be grateful for. They think that, when they're sitting at the office, they're like, oh, I wish I was at a park right now having a nice, cup of coffee or cup of juice and hanging out with my friends or something like that. But when they're in that position, they're not going to be happy. Think about the last time you were in a time where you thought you'd be happy. But at the same time, your brain was thinking about homework, your brain was thinking about work. You're never really satisfied, are you? I'm satisfied both at work and when I'm outside of work. That's how you need to condition your brain. Because every single time you're here, you can slowly start identifying things to be grateful for. So let's do this activity right now. No matter where you're sitting, Maybe you're sitting in your house on a computer. Maybe you just came back from uni and it's like midnight and you're about to go to sleep and you're watching me on your phone. Find things to be grateful for. What happened today? Did you come home in a car? Did you ride on a bus? Did you go through like a nice landscape? What kind of food did you have? I promise you, if you think these things through, you'll find some things to be grateful for. Do you have a full-time job? Do you get to go to one of the best unis in the world? Do you get to train in a gym where it's like one of the top gyms, like luxury gyms, and you have people that you really like in there? Do you know how many people would kill to live a life that you're living? People in like, countries where you have to work all the time, like Eastern Europe, people who grew up really poor, now they have to work their whole life. Bro, like, there's so many things that you're missing out on. Like, you think that your brain is automatic when it comes to finding gratitude. It's not. If you want to be happy, you need to find things to be happy about and you need to extract it manually. So if you watch this video up to this point, I want you to keep this in mind for the rest of your life. Every single moment you have, some time to breathe, some time to chill out. Remember the words that I'm saying here. Find things to be grateful for in your exact position. Think about every small thing and just start identifying, start breathing in and be like, that view is actually really nice. This bus ride, these podcasts I'm listening to, is actually really fun. When you do this for a couple months, or maybe give yourself like 3 or 4 months, you're gonna notice that your brain will automatically start identifying good things, and you'll be alone in a room where you'd normally be miserable and you'd genuinely be happy for no reason. Now this is sort of like a part 2 of the last video I made, so if you haven't watched that yet, go check that out, then you're gonna know a little bit more of what I'm talking about here. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, go check out some of my other videos and hit the subscribe button. If these messages are something you can relate to, bro, this channel is going to be a gold mine for you.